You had a fantastic hypothetical question.
Sure.
What is easier to do? Mm-hmm. Hit a 3 in an NBA game.
Yes.
Get a hit off an MLB pitcher, or gain 1 yard in the NFL. So what you got? Because I think you want to shoot that 3.
I'm gonna shoot the 3. If you've ever played basketball with me, I shoot the 3.
Can't get buckets.
I get buckets. I would hit a 3 in the NBA game.
I played against 2 former NBA players. Keep in mind,
this
was a player that was local to this area,
right,
who just showed up at the Y.
Yeah.
And I want to make this clear.
He was in the NBA.
He was in the NBA,
and he probably wasn't like a top star.
He was not. No,
okay.
I want to say I think he had a 1-year deal with the Miami Heat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah.
But he showed up at the YMCA. Anything he wanted to do, he did.
Yeah.
And this was a 5-on-5 with grown men and men who I thought were awesome basketball players.
Yes.
And it literally, whatever he was everywhere at once.
Yes.
He was also out of shape.
Oh, wow.
He'd also been out of the league. And it was a miraculous exhibition of skill and athleticism at a level I had never seen in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. I played against it.
Okay.
I don't like my chances hitting that 3. Ken over there, you want to say hello to the folks, Ken?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fanatically Speaking.
Fanatically Speaking. So very simple. This is a podcast for fans by fans. We want to give you a fan's perspective. We have no allegiances to no networks, no sports organizations. We got some allegiances to our teams personally.
Oh, for sure.
But we got thoughts and opinions on everything happening, sports, media, pop culture. And we're going to try to touch on as much of that as possible and have as much fun as we can. I'm a social media hater.
We may.
Just to remind you all, so I'm not big on social media.
Not at the moment.
But do have Facebook. Do have an Instagram. Yes. Do have a TikTok. So follow us, like, and YouTube. Follow us, like, subscribe, review, post, and any questions you have, send them in to us. We love the fan engagement. That's why we're doing this, to engage with people. So whatever you guys have, throw it our ways. Kent, you want to kick us off? What you got for us this week?
Yeah, so, obviously NFL is going on, so we'll get to some more NFL, but coming up not too far away is the NBA, right? And Log Off and I, we have a lot of thoughts on the NBA, and we're going to give away our secret sauce today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give it away.
This is a big deal, guys. And
again,
you guys don't understand that this is something that we have discussed and cultivated for many, many years.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
We were afraid somebody was going to steal this from us.
And I still am. I'm going to put it out there, and then I'm going to say, look, we got it on we have it on record here.
Yeah.
That we did this.
Yeah, on record, dated,
timestamp. Right now, we are telling you the secret sauce, so you cannot go steal it.
Yes.
This is ours.
Yeah, this is us. It's proprietary. And we'll say it. We said this in the previous episode. If someone has contact information for Adam Silver, if someone has contact information for any higher up league administrators, have them reach out to us. We have the plan. It's written out. It's documented. We are ready to go. And we can help save the NBA from some of the major headaches that they have.
Yes.
Although we can't help them with what's going on with the Clippers. I ain't got that kind of money.
No, can't help with the Clippers. and they obviously are making money and they're doing fine.
No, Steve Ballmer don't need us.
No.
But the NBA, they need us.
Yeah, but the NBA is doing fine. But we can make it a lot better. I said, there's tweaks and fixes, and we're going to get into all that right now. And I'm going to give you the secret sauce in a minute. But a couple topics that we're going to hit on here is, again, the NBA lately, last few years, something like that, right? Playing time's a big issue. They implemented, you got to play 65 games to be eligible for awards. Playoffs, to me, is when the NBA start playing real basketball. For whatever reason, they've done this with the divisions. There's no rivalries. The way they've, however they've got it set up, it's just you don't get the same competitive games, right?
Well, and they changed a lot of the things that that we would traditionally associate with the NBA. specifically when it comes to the in-season tournament, which is new.
That's another one.
You know, while I think that it does have some benefits, but it's different. And as a lifelong NBA watcher, it changes the way that I watch basketball. You know, some people love it, some people hate it, but different.
Hey, Adam Silver, call us.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you all are talking about up there in the NBA offices.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the in-season tournament's not it. And I'll give you two examples lately, right?
Sure.
One, to me, I'm going to knock it because I'm like, it's how many games that the teams play? Ultimately, you play 6 games maybe.
Correct.
6 to 7 games, something, if you make it all the way through and win it.
Yes.
The last 2 champions, the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks, both were ousted in the first round of the real playoffs.
Correct.
Both seasons. So that one tells me it means absolutely nothing. You can raise a banner to make LeBron's ego feel better. You can give a trophy. Doesn't matter because it's like the real champion is,
whoever wins it all at the end.
Whoever wins it all.
OKC.
Right.
So I think and I think the incentive of the in-season tournament was twofold. I think it was one to give teams who won't have to your point, teams who won't have an opportunity to really compete for a championship.
Okay.
It gives them a chance to have something, right? It gives them a chance to have some, maybe, it gets their competitive juices going. Maybe.
Like a participation trophy?
Sure. Yeah,
Like
no, hold on. That's fair. That's fair.
And again, I want the Charlotte Hornets to win an NBA Finals in my lifetime.
But wait a minute.
But I believe that I'm going to die.
But wait a minute.
And they will not have an NBA Finals championship.
So hold on.
I don't care if they win the in-season tournament.
Wait a minute. Okay, now this is where
it doesn't make me want to go to a game and say, "Oh, I'm going to an in-season tournament game."
That's where I disagree with you. You are such a fan to where they're riding a wave. We're in the tournament. They're kicking teams' asses. Hold on, no, and they're undefeated, and they're in the lead up to go to an in-season tournament championship. Hold on, in-season tournament championship game. I think that you would be excited enough to go to that game if they were in that tournament playing well, and you had an opportunity to go. Am I a liar?
You're not.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. So,
but I'm gonna go to a Hornets game either way.
Correct.
If I can afford it.
Correct. And you would be more likely to go if because let's be honest, most Hornets games, all Hornets games now don't really have a stake. At least in this,
not lately.
There's a stake. There's something for you to go and root for.
I get it.
And even though we may clown the fact that they win an in-season championship,
I would clown
it. I clown them too. Even if they won that tournament, it would still be something.
You're right. But at the end of the day, though, does that fix the NBA?
It does not. What is your fix? How do we fix the
okay.
The
So the fix is all tied into that secret sauce that I talked about.
Okay.
Right? It fixes everything. Everything we talked about. One, scrap the in-season tournament because that's a waste of time.
Okay.
I'd rather watch NBA versus WNBA tournament. At least that would be exciting.
It would be exciting.
It would be interesting, right? So I got a little write-up here. So again, we want to fix the lottery because again, what some other issues in the NBA have been tanking, player participation,
yes, competitive
regular season. That's what we want, right? Mm-hmm. So if this is all to fix the lottery, fix all this. So the draft lottery, we have what we came up with, and I think I tweaked it a little maybe since we've ever had a conversation here, but all the teams that didn't make the playoffs would be in a draft lottery single elimination tournament.
Yes.
With the winner of that tournament receiving the top pick of the NBA draft.
Number 1 overall pick.
Now, here's the way the seeding would work. And again, I had to really think about this because there's not a good way because teams make trades.
Correct.
And then guys are free agents. So when they're free agents, it's kind of like, well, what do they care if this team gets the number 1 pick?
Correct.
Now, it could affect them because then it makes that team better and then maybe they want to re-sign.
Exactly.
So there is some incentive there.
Yes.
So, and again, it's all about money as well. So we want to make money for the players, owners, everybody, people to come to the games, like you talked about. How do we get them to the games?
And also, let's frame this and put it in its proper framework. So, The way we have it set up is the regular NBA season ends.
Yes.
Soon as it ends, you know exactly who is going to be in the playoffs. You know who is making a playoff run. Yes. So this is post regular season, post play-in tournament.
Yes.
So you know which teams are going to be in the playoffs to compete for an NBA championship. Then this tournament takes place. All the teams that are not competing for a playoff spot. Now, this benefits a lot of people. One, current playoff teams. Because this tournament for the lottery is taking place, that means those playoff teams get rest.
Yes, I was going to say benefits rest.
It benefits them. So now the guys being injured going into the playoffs, having to play injured, guy bum ankle, hurt knee. Now they get some time while these other games are taking place. Two, all the teams that did not make the playoffs, they go into this tournament pool, compete against one another. You'll go over the seeding and all that here in a second and the framework for it.
Yes.
But what we want to stress is that this builds in safe havens for everyone involved. Bad teams who don't get playoff experience with young players who don't get to compete for anything meaningful while they're on a bad franchise. This gives them an opportunity to be in the national spotlight some of these decent teams or bad teams that don't really get a lot of shine on a national level. Now everyone gets some shine. Okay. So I cut you off. You can go ahead and roll right on into it. But I just wanted to set it up so they know when this was taking place.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're exactly right. It is you pointed out the benefits. You pointed out
it benefits the great teams and it benefits the worst teams in the league, and they're all playing and competing for something. Guys who may have been couching, my shoulder hurts. It's like, no, dude.
Oh yeah.
We this franchise has an opportunity this organization has an opportunity to get a very, very high draft pick. We hold our own destiny.
Yes.
Let's go out there and compete and see what we can do.
Yes. What you said. Okay. And do your play in.
Yes.
Knock it out.
9-10 seeds.
Yeah, I got you.
Got it.
Yeah. So still that makes, yes. So you keep your competitive because you're battling for, you still keep the number of teams that's battling for playoffs.
Correct.
I got you. So you got that. All right. So once that's done and we went over all the rest, you went over all the benefits. So they will be seeded 1 to 4 based on the record finish best to worst record. Okay. The best getting the higher seed, worst teams getting the lower seed. The number of teams will vary each season due to trades, etc.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is it might not be 14 teams because maybe one of those teams traded out of the lottery.
Gotcha.
This will have to be taken into consideration when you make trades.
Got it.
Okay.
So in other words,
the bracket may sometimes be 12 teams. It may be 11.
Maybe 8.
Maybe 8. I mean, it just depends on how many trades with those lottery teams.
So in other words, let's just say it's a team that, let's just say like the Clippers, for example, who traded away a ton of their draft capital.
Yes, they finish in the lottery.
If they happen to finish outside of the playoff seeding because they do not have a pick in that upcoming year's draft, they do not get to participate within the tournament.
Or they don't have a pick. Right. Yeah.
Got it. So meaning they don't have a pick because it's been traded as draft capital to another team.
It's that, and like you said, if you're a lottery team and you traded your pick to a playoff team,
got it.
That playoff team obviously is not going to play in this tournament.
Exactly.
So I think I've got something for that too. So so teams that traded into the lottery will not be in the tournament because they're playoff teams.
Gotcha.
Yes. The high seeds are going to get the home game, and we're going to play at their home. Or we set up a neutral site, kind of like the bubble.
Hold on, I got one better for you.
And you just do that, or you just play certain arenas, right?
And there's better ways to do it. I think a neutral site would be awesome, and you can always just designate the neutral site as the same location as the All-Star game that year.
Yeah,
just make it a tie-in, and not only that. It's not going to be much longer after the All-Star game because the All-Star game is in February, right?
True.
Usually in February. So, it'll be summer.
Yeah.
Go ahead and have that tournament start there. I think just picking – and no basketball is going to be played anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. All arenas are going to be open because the only thing this does rob people of is home fans being able to watch their team compete.
That would be the thing. Yeah.
It's going to suck, but I think it'll be better basketball because teams won't have to travel. Guys will be more well rested.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it'll be kind of a mini vacation, kind of an NBA summit, having everyone meet in one place for a tournament that's going to determine who gets the number one pick in the draft.
Right.
I think that's important too.
So I think there's two ways to go there.
Yeah.
Right? Like you said, I like the fact of teams getting to host their games. One issue could be scheduling.
Yeah.
Right. Because obviously these arenas do concerts and other things.
Yeah.
So which that could come into play either way with playoffs as well, I guess, right?
Scheduling and the other
you never know.
ticket revenue too.
Ticket revenue.
These teams are gonna want their money.
Yeah. So maybe not the neutral site, but that was an option on here. Just as again, we've been brainstorming. Yeah. It's not set in stone. No. We're just throwing out that this we believe though would fix the league in many ways. Again, here's the kicker. Only the winner of the tournament gets the number one pick. Okay? So you win the tournament, you are the first pick of the draft. Right?
Okay.
All other teams will be placed in a lottery for random drawing. This will include teams that have traded into the lottery. So now you had the teams compete no matter how many. Correct? Only the winner earns that top spot.
Okay.
No matter how far you finished, but you didn't get to number one, you're in now back in the draw.
Gotcha.
Now, whether the NBA does weighted balls like they do now, however they do it, right?
Yeah.
Those playoff teams that traded in, now they get a lottery ball because we got to have 14 picks no matter what, right? So the other thing I would like to see as well, just to stop all the chatter, is just do a live lottery. Just do it live.
So as opposed to the predetermined, we're going to put it in
behind closed doors.
Read it from
we got this algorithm that nobody understands.
Yeah.
The lawyers have to look at it first. All this stuff, and people are like, "Well, how does this happen?"
Well, yeah.
Right? NFL's easy, right?
Well, here we go.
You finish last, you're the first pick, but they don't want tanking in the NBA. They want them to play more, and I think you laid out some of this stuff. If I didn't black out earlier, it was talking about the benefits of rest.
Yes.
But obviously this gives more games.
Correct.
Right? More money. Right? Yes. An incentive for these teams to finish higher because as we pointed out, the higher seed is going to get, the better the record, the better the seed.
Yes.
And if we go with home games, you get to host a home game.
Yeah.
It's single elimination.
Yeah.
So if you're not trying to win, now you've hurt yourself in many different ways.
Correct. Multiple ways.
You can't host this game, the tournament game. You lose out on money.
Yep.
Right? And you probably won't get a top pick unless the lottery balls fall your way. So now you're just taking a chance.
Yeah, you're rolling the dice.
But if you compete and if your guys play and they can make more money, why wouldn't you do it?
Well, and here's another thing. I think a strong point I want to reiterate is the live version of this.
Yes.
Making sure that it's live because
for sure.
Because if you say, hey, the Washington Wizards, based on their ratio, get 38 balls. Here's their 38 balls, and we're gonna drop all of them in at once.
Yeah.
Have a little clap. Yeah. Washington, there you go. Okay, Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Based on this, statistically, they get 27 balls. We're gonna drop them in.
Yes.
Just clap. All right, guys. There we go. Yeah, let's go.
So you're sticking with that. Right, we're not going to do multiple draws.
No.
As they're doing now, I believe, right? They do multiple draws or the way they do it, and then they say, well, this time this and this time this.
But what I'm saying is you do it all live.
Oh yeah, everything's live.
Everything's right there. So where it's done behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I forgot the securities group that they hire to oversee it and make sure it's like no. If you do it all live in front of NBA execs, in front of teams, in front of owners, in front of some teams send retired players as representatives.
Yeah.
If you have all of that done and everyone can see what's taking place live, there's no opportunity for tomfoolery where people can say that shenanigans are taking place. Just do it all in front of everybody, and then it's like, all right, now let's see who gets the rest of these picks.
Yes.
But the suspense, and I think. There is a slight tweak I'd like to make to this.
Okay.
There's a slight tweak I'd like to make to this. I think that, and this may be horrible, and I might want to cut this out, but I think you should make it 1 and 2.
One and 2
for the pick. So whoever is in that finals,
I got you. No.
They get the first and second pick.
The loser gets second.
The loser gets second. But
because they made it to the championship.
Because they made it to the championship. And here's the beauty. Here's the beauty of it.
I like it.
I like it. The beauty of it is leading into that game, that championship game for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and have the draft.
Yeah.
And know where everybody else, because you already know what position they're in already. Yeah. Everybody else got bounced.
Right.
So you know what their seeding is. You know how many lottery balls they get, what their percentage of winning picks 3 through 15 are.
Yes.
And then you can go ahead and have that done and then have the championship to see who gets 1 and 2. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So
you make it a production.
Yeah.
It's a production to the build up where, hey, all of these other teams competed. Yep, they played hard. This team had a really tough, semifinal.
Yes.
Unfortunately they couldn't make it, but they ended up getting the 3rd pick overall. This team got the 4th pick. It falls in line, so you know where everyone lies. And then now for the final prize, to see who gets to get, Cooper. Let's get out there and let's play. And we all know, and we're big NBA guys, man.
Yeah,
it's a pretty substantial drop off between the number 1 overall pick and the number 2.
Sometimes Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd,
most years
it is. I mean,
it's a huge drop off for the number 2 pick from year to year. Consensus, the number 1 pick is typically a consensus.
And again, we could go through drafts one day. And we could definitely see. I think, like I said, I really like this. Yeah. And again, we've been thinking and talking and we jotted it down and we sent some messages out. And again, we have no connections to the NBA.
Correct.
So I was hitting up like social media and people in social media that work for like ESPN and stuff. It's like, hey, like, can you get me, I know this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But I honestly, we have a good idea. And I just think it just fixes everything.
Yeah.
And I had to really think, and the big holdup was the one about teams not being in it. But again, you can do brackets. One, top seed get a bye. There's all different ways when there's different teams. And again, I think the live draft lottery balls is just way better.
Agreed.
Stop all, like you said, just stop all the conversation about rigged draft lotteries. Right?
And it involves what you love about sports and what the NFL has perfected. It gives you that silent drum roll of anticipation, your heart rate increasing, that hair rising up on your arms of what's happening next, what's going to happen. Yeah. Again, I love a good media production that doesn't really mean anything, but yet it feels like it does. And like the draft, like I could go to sleep every night for the draft and then wake up and then see what the draft order is.
Yeah.
And I'm just as satisfied. But watching it live,
it would be.
It would be something where you get people packing bars, you get people showing up outside, waiting for things to happen.
You're definitely going to watch the tournament, and you're definitely going to watch that championship.
Absolutely.
You see 2 teams battling
to get the number 1 overall pick.
To get the top pick, you're going to get paid more for winning.
Correct.
Again, like we go back to that in-season tournament, it means really nothing.
Correct.
This tournament means something.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it does.
It does mean something to everyone.
Yeah.
And again, it encourages more playing. It encourages more money, more eyeballs, more TV, everything. It fixes everything.
Yeah.
Adam Silver, hit us up. Let's schedule a meeting.
Please.
We'll take a job. We don't even need a job, right? We just need credit and maybe some sort of, I don't know, finder's fee.
Listen,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Kent is speaking for himself here. The NBA gonna have to give me a job, brother. Put me on the payroll. Put me in the front office.
I can almost bet they didn't think of this.
No, and we've got a range of skills. We're not just some jackasses sitting here saying that we can help you fix your sport.
No,
but
I have a background in planning sports.
There you go.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, is one of the smartest people I've met.
I'm just
like I said,
I'm just a nerd.
We've got great ideas.
Yeah.
We've got great thoughts. This is why we do the podcast.
Yes.
Not to sell our lottery idea, but hey, if it sells the lottery idea, then this has been a success already.
Yeah. And just bring us in, sit down, let's have the talk.
Yes. And we will be tagging you in this post.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But no, so NBA,
that will fix
reach
it.
out to us.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah, we got these ideas, and like I said, we got this all written out. We are ready for all the what ifs.
Yeah.
We've got those built in. All right, so let's roll into Luka Doncic. So we already went over Zion's dramatic weight loss. So we're going to focus on Luka's. Luka's came out earlier. I believe it was a Men's Health article. I think it was mid-July that came out.
Yeah.
And it was
over the summer.
It was a really good breakdown. And I'm looking at just kind of, and I think this was the difference that I kind of wanted to highlight between Zion's weight loss and Luka's. Not only did Luka's seem to take place sooner and we heard about it quicker, but everything that I read about it just kind of broke into just kind of a change in mentality. It broke into how he changed his diet. It changed into how he was exercising, the lack of nightlife, and just all the extracurriculars that he was participating in. He looks much leaner. It looks like a more natural body look for him. But when you saw his, his transformation, forget him as the player, but for the Lakers as a whole, do you think that's something that benefits them?
Oh, for sure. And there's a difference in the Luka and the Zion, right? Zion has been a Pelican. He's still a Pelican. We talk about his weight. We talk about things like that, his injuries. Luka, has not had as many injuries, right? Just small here and there. But his weight was a huge topic when the Mavericks traded him, right? So it was, we don't care that you're always an MVP candidate. We don't care that even looking like, you're a 40-some-year-old dad bod, that you still go out and ball over the greatest athletes in the world and basketball players in the NBA, right? And so that was a big topic of, we traded him because, his conditioning. It's like, damn, like you couldn't have just said, hey, man, like, won't you lose weight or condition a little better? We like you're the franchise guy. You just took us to a finals with a dad bod. So maybe if you get in shape, can we just have a little conversation, honest conversation? So the Lakers get him. And of course, it was kind of up and down with the Lakers, right? Finding his fit. And then they're still talking about his physique, right? So it is good that he took it serious and he took that criticism, or someone talked to him and said, hey, maybe he just did it on his own. I don't know. But either way, it shows that, he may be out to show the Mavericks that, hey, you made a mistake. And let me get him the best shape of my life, because he can tell Dallas, I could have done this for you. And you just shipped me out of nowhere. Right. So that's what I think about when I saw that, was like, anybody can lose weight and it can fluctuate, like we talked about with Zion, but we've never seen Luka. We've never seen Luka in this shape. Except probably when he was like a rookie, right? Where he was slimmer and more athletic, and he did gain weight, or whatever you want to call it. Right. He just had that, like you said, natural body look of, I don't work out, I drink beer and smoke cigs, but then I go out here and ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
with
now
the uncle,
it's like,
with your uncle's body. Yeah.
Yeah. He's an unk, he's a dad bod. So, but now it's like, he's taking it serious. And I think it may be a little bit of that, like, let me show the Mavericks they made a mistake.
Yeah. And he, I could see that as well. I think it's more because I think a lot of people are going to focus more on the weight loss. I want to focus more on what I think it gives him, which is better cardio, better conditioning.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it makes him more of an athlete than it does a basketball player. Because, we all know that one guy, whether it's, the guy at your local gym or, that guy you went to high school with that could always just wake up and just be that premier athlete without really trying and putting in an effort.
Yeah.
And, basketball is something that for Luka, ever since he got into the league, it always looked like it came super, super easy for him. It was always really, whether it's the pump fakes, his footwork, just his post moves, his passing ability, his vision, his sight, his shot making ability, the floater, like everything just seemed to come real easy for him. But he always complained to the refs. His, whenever he got tired, his face, got all red and blotchy, right? Like he always, third quarter of the game, it's like, oh, Luka's walking up the court again. Oh, yeah, Luka let a guy go. So I think this is going to kind of set the table on, okay, like now you are, hopefully he's at his athletic best. Now let's see that, let's see what your athletic best looks like with all your skills and talents that you have either honed or God-given. And let's see what it looks like for you as, the Los Angeles Lakers star international player. I say all that knowing that LeBron James is still on that team.
Yeah.
But I think everyone knew that the reason why that trade was made by the Lakers, for obvious reasons, is you get a real superstar with real superstar potential who's just in the finals and has the ability to carry a team because he makes everyone better. But they actually have two of them now with LeBron. LeBron's older, longer in the tooth, in his 40s. We've seen them play well together. They've had an offseason to kind of figure out how they're going to do things. JJ Redick comes back as their coach. They've got a lot of young guys on their roster. So I think it'll be interesting to see whether or not it actually works into, okay, yeah, this guy is in shape, and therefore it makes him a better basketball player. I think it's just going to take some time to see it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, obviously, yeah, the better shape, the even better player, it's going to make him. And like you said, you mentioned him the whole time. I was thinking about Jokic too. I was like, what if Jokic goes on the offseason one year and just gets ripped, and he comes out, nice and slim and chiseled? What would that look like? But I don't want to go into, it's just funny, like to think about, like, what would Jokic look like if he was just
now keep in mind he slimmed down a lot. He slimmed down a lot. Yes.
He did,
Jokic.
But
he slimmed down a lot.
I'm just talking about, like, could you imagine him a ripped, even more, in shape horse owner?
Hold on, we well, we talked about this. When it comes to fat guys, I'm the resident fat specialist on this podcast. I know fat bodies when I see them, and some people just don't have that athletic frame in them. And I mean, I think it's safe to say, like Jokic is always going to be shaped like, Play-Doh. Like it's just who he is. And we've seen him get better. We've seen him out of shape to know that what you see in Jokic right now is him in shape. And it's translated to better basketball on his, to his resume. That's what I want to see from Luka. Okay, dude, you slim down. It's great. You look amazing. Fantastic. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you had all the ladies on you in LA.
Yeah.
Now you got the six-pack to show for it, right?
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do on the court?
I think it will translate. And again, you go back to the trade again. We know why the Lakers got him, right? LeBron's time is ending. AD is not on the level of Luka as a superstar player. We just don't know why. The Mavericks can tell us why and all this stuff, but it'll be a head scratcher for the rest of the time. But I think it will translate into better basketball for Luka. And how dare Dallas, give that to the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well, I mean, it's okay. They were like, hey, we'll trade Luka, but we'll get Cooper Flag. So it works out for them.
Well, they didn't know that, but then later, I guess, somewhere, maybe, allegedly, I don't know how that happened. But,
look, you know me. I've never been tinfoil hat conspiracy guy, but for them to make a move like that was so heavily criticized and then just happen to fall into Cooper Flag. I mean, you can make your own assumptions all you want to. I don't have to put those pieces together for you.
But you know how you don't worry about that? You just let us fix the lottery.
Yes, you do. You let us fix the lottery. You had a fantastic hypothetical question.
Sure.
It's awesome.
It's fun.
So, are we doing this for us or are we doing this for the layman? Like, are we asking this question for us specifically?
I think this is like what I mean. We
like
can
on the street.
We can look at it however you want. Like, what could a regular person do? Could they do, which is going to be easier to do if they put you in a game right now in any of these three.
Okay. All right.
Or any person who is able to play sports, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we still have some athletic eligibility left in our life.
A little bit.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
A little bit. My back hurts.
My whole body hurts.
So my big toe. Yeah. So the question is, what is easier to do? Mm-hmm. Hit a 3 in an NBA game.
Yes.
Get a hit off an MLB pitcher, or gain 1 yard in the NFL.
Yes.
And I'm going to zero in on that last one.
Yes.
Because the one thing that people don't realize is like how like a yard is 3 feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like when you're watching football and you see someone, he needs to get 3 yards. That's 9 feet.
Yeah.
That's almost the height of a basketball goal, right?
Yeah.
So it's 3 feet. Now,
which is like Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
You need to get a Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. That's all you got to pick up.
Or a me. Okay.
Yes, guys. Yeah, we're not joking. Like we're short.
Very short.
So out of these 3, I can shoot better than I can swing a bat. Although I'm pretty good at swinging a bat, and I don't know if you noticed, your boy is ambidextrous. Switch hitter. I can do it all, baby. Right?
Yes.
So, but I am better at shooting than I am swinging a bat. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna go for gain a yard.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Wow.
Now, there's gonna be contact and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I have to I ain't never hit an 80, 90 mile an hour pitch. And the MLB pitch is gonna be throwing that heat. I don't stand a chance. Let's X that off. Just that's in the garbage.
Yeah. Okay. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball. And especially at the major league level.
At the highest level,
when you can change speeds from 100 and then throw off speed at about 80, then you're done.
Yeah. Even high 60s.
The slider is going.
Dude,
you're done.
The curveballs, hell out of here.
It's over.
Right. So then I go to hit a 3.
Yes.
We made fun of Kyler Murray, but I'm short. I can't get a shot off.
Yeah, I got you.
I got to get a shot off.
I got you.
Right?
Okay.
So, and I have to have and it's going to take a level of athleticism to get down the court with someone playing defense on me.
Okay.
Be in the position to where they would get me the ball.
Okay.
To where I could actually get a shot off and have a good look. And I got to make that shit. Okay. It's not happening, dude.
Okay.
So give me the rock.
Okay.
Put the pads, put the pads, put the helmet on.
So I'll give you mine in a minute.
Okay.
I want to ask you though about the yard.
Okay.
Are you doing the tush push?
Okay, no way. Hold on. Here's the thing. Listen. I'm the player, all right? Hold on. I'm the running back. I'm the halfback. I'm the fullback. Hold on.
You could be anything. You just need to gain a yard.
I need to get a yard.
Didn't say what position.
No. First, I'm not catching anything, right? I'm not catching anything in the open field.
You're not going to get separation.
I am not going to get a separation. I am not going to have somebody...
Quinyon Mitchell will shut you down.
Throw me across the middle and have someone take my head off. I'm not doing that, right?
No, I got you. Okay.
And
honestly, until now, I didn't really even think about that.
No,
I was thinking about running, but you could pass. Yeah, you could catch a pass.
Catch a pass, swing pass.
You're not getting drilled.
I got to get out of the back. I'm not going to catch it 4 yards behind
and get CTE.
Can't do it. I can't do it, man. I got stuff to do. So it's going to have to be I formation. This is with my head.
Okay.
I formation, right?
Yes.
Coach calls the play.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to wait and I'm just going to cross my fingers and I'm going to pray that line catches all those blocks.
Yep.
And that a safety doesn't come free and take me out, and I'm just going to follow the play and run as hard and as fast as I can up against that lineman's back, up against that guard's back.
Okay. I think there's
to pick up those 3 feet.
I think there's certain plays that would work.
That's
sure.
all. That's all I've got to do, and I'm just hoping they don't jump the snap count.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that they don't realize that I'm a nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you need me to get those 3 feet, damn it. And in this hypothetical, I'm envisioning that I only get one shot at this, right?
Okay. And it doesn't say, right?
Right.
I mean, maybe it's just in a game. Like at some point, you're going to gain a yard.
If I don't get, but that's the thing, man. If I don't get it on the first 3 or 4 plays,
They're not giving it back to you.
I ain't getting that ball. God forbid I fumble.
Yeah.
Right. So no, if I gotta pick that
dream
up,
scenario.
dream
right?
scenario.
Okay.
See, so what you got? Because I think you want to shoot that 3.
I'm gonna shoot the 3. If you've ever played basketball with me, I shoot the 3.
Kent gets
and
buckets.
I get buckets.
He gets buckets.
Again, this is not me bragging. I say this, and people probably take it as bragging. I'm telling you, I was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
You're taking those
anybody
33 footers?
Anybody that used to play basketball with me on those Friday nights at the church, anybody that played church basketball with me not too long ago in Stanley, you remember me pulling up right past half court. That's what I do, right? That's what I did. So again,
that's true.
I'm not as good as I used to be. It's been about 3 years since I
you
played.
get to condition yourself. I mean,
yeah, I could get back.
That's the thing. We're not talking like you go out cold.
So I'm just saying that I can shoot. I haven't played a real basketball game, full basketball game in about 3 years. My body has taken a toll. Blame Amazon for that. But again, and lack of sleep. So I would hit a 3 in the NBA game. And here's how I do it, Ron. Regular season game, right? They're not going to pay attention to me. One, the NBA, they don't play defense anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Regular season, I said this earlier, right?
I'm following your logic here.
Yeah, they don't try until the playoffs. So this is a regular game. They're not going to put me in the playoffs.
Okay.
So, and again, I am short, but Muggsy Bogues gives me hope that it would not matter. So I know that I could get in the game. I know that I could hit an open shot. I would be nervous. For sure. But my logic is, again, in the NBA, they like to do, that help defense, right? All I need, just put me on the Lakers, right? And just have LeBron drive and kick it out to me.
Okay.
I'll get that shot off before that guy closes. I'll get it off.
Okay.
Right? Or again, just, I don't have the strength I used to. It is harder for me to shoot deep threes. I would have to really condition and get better. But
which you'd have a chance and opportunity.
It is hard. Yeah, but I think I'd have an opportunity. I think you give me an open. I think with the way they play defense, and they would definitely, like you said, they would pay really not attention to me. They would say, "Who is this guy? We'll see what he's got."
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna be like, "Let me lock this guy down."
I
just drive and dish it, kick it to me.
I've had the opportunity to play against some former college players.
Yeah.
I played against 2 former NBA players. And the one thing that blew my mind is the level and difference of skill and athleticism that they have.
Yeah.
Versus normal human beings. And keep in mind, this was a player that was local to this area,
right,
who just showed up at the Y.
Yeah.
And I want to make this clear.
Okay? He was in the NBA.
He was in the NBA.
And he probably wasn't like a top star.
He was not. No,
okay.
he was.
Yeah.
I want to say, I think he had a 1-year deal with the Miami Heat.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
But he showed up at the YMCA here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And this isn't an exaggeration. Anything he wanted to do, he did.
Yeah.
And this was a 5-on-5 with grown men and men who I thought were awesome basketball players.
Yes.
And it literally, whatever he was everywhere at once.
Yes.
He was also out of shape.
Oh, wow.
He'd also been out of the league. And it was a miraculous exhibition of skill and athleticism at a level I had never seen in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. I played against it.
Okay.
I don't like my chances hitting that three. I prefer. Now, I'm pretty sure on the NFL level, bigger, stronger, faster, they have the best athletes on the planet.
For
the
sure.
NFL over the NBA.
Right.
They're more athletic. However, I'm leaning on the strength and athleticism of my teammates to help me pick up that yard.
I got you.
On an NFL field.
Yeah.
Me making the three, I'd have to bank on myself, and I ain't doing it.
You ain't doing it.
I'm not doing it.
No.
But I've seen you get buckets.
It's fun to think about.
It is fun to think about. And I could see them. And by the way, it's funny. You say drive and kick. I don't even think that's your best option. I think your best option is have someone else bring the ball up before they cross half court. They get it to you.
Yeah.
And before that defense gets set, they're already lax. And you take that 37-footer.
Hey, however it happens.
Yeah.
But I know that if I walk on that court, they're looking at me like white men can't jump. They're looking at me like,
you Billy Ho?
I'm Billy Ho.
Here we go. Billy Ho. Mouse in the house.
Yeah.
Barbecue
like,
chicken.
Who is this 5'5" white guy?
Yeah.
Balding, aging.
What is he doing? Wait.
Who let their dad on the court?
Yeah.
They would think they're shooting a movie during the game.
Who let this guy on the court? Or no. You're one of the halftime sketch participation guys.
Yes. It could be. Yeah. There's so many options that they would think I am. They were like,
wait, whoa, no, like he's not actually playing. Like, what are we doing? And then that allows you to get your shot off. How many shots do you get?
Maybe I tell them I'm doing it. I was like, we're just shooting a film. They want to make it look real.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Don't really play defense again. Just act like you're playing defense, but really let me get the shot off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have to do a reshoot. Down with you.
Yeah. Who's the guy? Who's the guy don't play defense?
Oh, you know, so funny. I saw the list top 3. I do know the top at that list is Tyler Hero.
Okay.
And Trae Young.
Okay.
And the third one escapes me.
Okay.
But I like your chances against those two.
Okay. So I would just make sure it was one of those games.
Okay. Just the Hawks?
Yeah. Just that. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Trae. I think Trae Young will let you get that shot off. And he'd respect you for taking a 37-footer because that's what he do.
He would.
Yeah. He'd let you have that.
And we have hair issues.
There you
go.
Follically challenged.
Yes, we are follically challenged.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap it, dude. Yep. So again, this is Fanatically Speaking. All right. So we need you guys to run to the internets. I am the Log Off Legend. I do not do social media, but I know you do. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Mm-hmm. Like, subscribe, review, comment, message us. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
Ask us all the questions that you want. And we are a small platform. I can guarantee you with certainty that if you reach out to us, we will absolutely get back to you. To hear anything you have to say. And who knows, maybe whatever ideas or anything you have to say will make it to the show, and we'd be glad to put it on here for you.
Yep. And the only thing I'm going to add to this is that be patient with the social, right? More things coming. We want to get this podcast out there for you to listen to. So go, again, listen, and then we will start adding more to the social media platforms as we go along.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
But that's it. This is Fanatically Speaking. Run to the internets. You won't find me on there, but you run to it. I know you guys have the accounts. So, but yeah, man, we can go ahead and kill it right now.
All right.